Hey everybody, this is Nick Woodard with Learn the Ropes, and today for our What's Next series, we're gonna focus on backwards jumping and what you should do after you've mastered that. So make sure you have your rope, make sure you have some space so you can jump with me and have a good time. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about our backwards jumping really quickly, all right, just to review it. So remember, rope starts in front, big swing, and you're jumping just like so. You wanna make sure that as you're jumping, that you are flicking through your wrists and turning right by your hips the entire time, okay? Now, the first skill I wanna get into is just footwork skills. Anything that you've done forward, like skiers, side straddles, we wanna do all of those things backwards, all right? So you wanna make sure that you establish your rhythm first by getting a couple jumps, and then from there, you are going to pick some skills and you are going to jump backwards. Now, I will say this, when you first start, it's gonna feel a little awkward, right? You might start getting into some of these because it just doesn't feel right. You don't wanna change your form at all. Remember, relax your shoulders, arms by your hips the entire time, flick through like you were doing normally for your basic bounces when you're jumping backwards, and then allow your feet to just do the footwork skills that you already know. So maybe, like I said, pick one or two, have fun with it, and just try some footwork skills, cool? Now, the next skill I want you to try are some backward side swings. So that simply looks like this. I'm just swinging backwards. I'll show you from the side, swinging backwards. Now, when you start this one, you wanna bring the rope up as if you're gonna be doing a backwards jump. So that's how you kind of get the rope started. Then you're gonna pull your hands to one side, allow it to make a circle from the back all the way to the front, and then you're gonna switch sides every single time. So from here, I'm gonna reach up and swing, swing, swing. Notice my hands are together the entire time, okay? From there, you wanna, as you get comfortable just doing your swings, you can go ahead and add some jumps. So once it's coming from the bottom and you can basically see that rope, you can go ahead and open it up and then go ahead and jump. So if you wanna drill it, you can swing, 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 open and catch, right? Swing, 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 open and catch. And when you feel comfortable, you add those, you take off the catches and you just start swinging and jumping. The next skill I want to get into is a backwards crisscross. This is a lot of people's favorite one to do, okay? So that skill looks like this. So when you're doing your backwards crisscross, if you notice, when I'm crossing by my belly button. A lot of people have a huge tendency when they try this one to bring the rope over their head because they feel like that's where the rope is going. It's going to go over your head, but your hand should never go over your head, okay? So you wanna make sure that when you jump, you wanna jump and cross by your belly button and allow your wrist to do the work to bring the rope over your head. Let me show you from the side really quick, all right? So I jump and cross, allow the rope to go over. Once it goes over, then of course you can jump over. You will then open up your hands and start jumping again, all right? So it's that jump and cross, and then you open just like so. So I'll show you one more time to the front. Now, the next skill I want you to get into is a backwards side swing cross, all right? So that skill looks like this. So when you were doing this skill, we're going back to those side swings like we did before, and now we're simply adding a cross, all right? Now, when you do this, whichever side you swing to, that side hand is going to have to go at the bottom. So if I'm swinging to my right, I want to make sure that my right hand is the bottom part of the cross, and then I'll jump, okay? If I'm swinging to my left, I want to make sure the left hand is the bottom part of the cross as I'm crossing, just like so. So I'm gonna swing, swing, swing. I swing to my right and I cross. Once again, you can drill it by just catching it with your feet to make sure you're in the right position. Other side and catch it with your feet. And then once you feel comfortable, of course, take out the catch and you can just go ahead and jump it. If you want to connect them, you can, okay? So you're gonna do that first side swing cross, whichever hand is on top, okay? You're going to pull it up. You're gonna make it go to the side, and then it's gonna become the bottom for the next one, right? So it's like a little figure eight, but you're going backwards the entire time. So if you want to connect it, just make sure that top hand is going to come up, around, and then go to the bottom, and then that will make your next backward side swing cross. Now, the last skill I want to get into is a backwards full turn, okay? So that one looks like this. Now, for this skill, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to start off by rainbowing your rope. Now, rainbowing your rope mainly means coming up with your rope, and then you're gonna start to rotate. So when you take your last jump, you're gonna jump, rainbow, and rotate. Once you get to the back, you're not going to jump, you're simply going to keep turning. It's gonna turn to like a little side swing at the bottom, and then you jump. So altogether, it's rainbow, swing, and jump. One more time. Jump and rainbow, swing, and jump. So I'll show you a little bit faster. So those are the skills that I want you to focus on after you've done your backwards jumping. You feel efficient with it, all right? Try some footwork, add some side swings, do a backwards cross, do a backwards side swing cross, and maybe even that backwards full turn. Those are just fun skills to try. Have fun with those, and then I will see you for our next set of skills.